Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about Joey Sturgis Tone's Toneforge Disruptor Dino Cazares plugin. First, let's listen the Disruptor Song I wrote specifically for this video. Then I'll go through the plugin and show the mix a little bit so you get a general idea about what this plugin is all about. Alright, heavy metal. Alright, that was the song. Now let me go through the presets I used on this song and some general features of this plugin. First, let's check out the general features, like an overall info. So there's 3 amplifiers, Mark 2, which is clean. It goes from clean to mildly overdriven. The replica is a JSM 800. This is modeled after Dino's personal Muddy 800. And then Proto-Mech, there's 5 different kind of tones Dino has used throughout his career. If I've understood correct, these are not based on any particular amp, but just tones, because he has used, I think, Kempers and Line 6s and whatnot. So these are just different tones from his career. My favorite is the Muddy 800. This is kind of cool because these 3 knobs, you can control the amount of boost frequencies. The Hunt boosts the lows, low distortion, Kill boosts mid distortion, and Devour you can add top end distortion. Let me show you. It's almost kind of like a modern, jug gent thing where the little low end. My basic, this preset is, I had quite a lot of low end actually, because I dialed all these presets when I mixed the song. So I just, recorded with some general tone, and then when I mixed, I dialed, and those are my presets. But This is kind of like my JCM 800s boosted with Bus SD1. And then you want tighter low end, you can decrease the hunt. You want more mid distortion, you use that. And then you're just basic, tone controls, bass, middle, treble, presence, volume, and tube and solid state mode, high and low input. So there's no preamp gain. These are kind of like your preamp gain. You have 3 different preamp gains: preamp low, preamp mid, preamp highs. Then what else we have? We have live mode, then MIDI mapping stuff, then mono stereo in, tuner, input and output leveling, auto gain, and DI match. So I've matched my reamp station, my radial JDI DI, to this because that has a Jensen transformer. So this is really cool because it's a tiny bit different sound if I put straight into the audio interface or a like high quality transformer based DI sound. So I have modeled that DI. You can do this, match your DI with this plugin, which is really cool. So this comes with the plugin also, like all of these presets that I'm going to show you. And then there's active circuit, which simulates active pickups. Then you can determine how hot your active pickups are. Because I have this is Japan-made ESP E2. Used to be ESP, but this isn't custom shop, just a factory shop. So EMG 81, 85 and Evertune bridge active. So if you're using these presets like they are and you have passive pickups, I recommend using this active circuit so you get closer to my sound. Then there's modes. There's 6-string mode, 7-string mode, 8-string mode. It changes the character of the behavior of the plugin, and then matching tunings. So let me show you this tone now, and on my presets I left those off so you can dial them according to your guitar and tuning. Okay, so this is 6-string tuned to standard C. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it changes the character a tiny bit, small fine-tuning stuff. But let me keep this off now because that's how I use this. Then you have your cabinet section. You can use like 2 cabinets at the same time, and there's 5 cabinets in total you can choose from. Oversized Mesa, I believe with V30, sounds really familiar. 2x12 Mesa. Marshall, I think 1960B. I think this is modeled after the G75, which are one of my least favorite speakers, so I didn't use this cabinet on any of my presets. I just used the Boogie because I like that the most. Then you can load your external IRs, third-party IRs, and use just a direct, clean sound without an impulse response. For example, for cleans or whatever, or if you want to use a third-party IR loader, so you can but you have this third-party IR loader here, so there's no need. But this is a cool option. Let's keep it like this. Then you can position your, miking, whether it's close or center or outside of the speaker cone, and the distance from the speaker. So these I've all dialed, and you can have dual or single cabinet. Kind of basic, 57 ribbon mic. Then you have your pre-effects. So there's 5 effects you can choose: chorus, delay, lo-fi, overdrive, chorus, delay, lo-fi. Let me show you this. Dino used in Fear Factory a lot, these lo-fi sounds. Then overdrive I went through already, and reverb. Alright, so pre-effect section and cabinet post-effect section. You can load your same pedals here, obviously. You know, if you load overdrive after the amp, it sounds like Scheisse. So basically, you know, delay, reverb, maybe chorus. Usually I like to use chorus in front, but you know, personal tastes. Then your global EQ section, kind of this modern, so I did some EQing to my presets, boosted a little bit lows, I did a low cut. Then this is a dynamic EQ. You know, it compresses, kind of reduces the low mid mud, and then I cut out some harsh frequencies. Like this works really like with a real amp, so the IRs are like really realistic. Some of those out, some high-end boost there, and then low cut, so you get this nice. If I take this off, and it just cleans it a bit. And then you have your analog knee style EQ. And then a low frequency compressor. I use this only on my clean preset. Okay, so this is the basic chunk preset. Let's go through all of them. The second one is basic chunk 2, a little bit different EQ, like on the amp, and then different microphone, condenser microphone instead of a ribbon mic. Like that. And then, so these were my kind of overall general boosted JSM 800 presets. Well, in this case, you have the boost included in the amp. Then the monolith, this is kind of a dark 5150 style tone I created. So the intention is to blend this with the Marshall, you know, if you quad track. Alone, this might be a bit dark, but obviously you can tweak this to be brighter. Like that. Then again the same cabinet, same mics, and the Monolith 2 is the same preset. I think the EQ is exactly the same. I just changed the microphone, so it changes the sounds a bit more brighter. Cool. So these 4 tones were the rhythm tone on the song. Then basic lead. It's the Marshall, I think the settings are there. I think I added a bit more mids, cut out some lows, this kind of miking, and then I have a delay and a reverb there. Like that. This is the tone I use on the choruses, on those melodies. And the post EQ, I didn't use the knee, but I used this little less top end and so on. Okay, then I have another lead which I actually didn't use on this song. It's called Stereo March. It has a ping pong delay. Exactly same sound, the 800. How I've said this is like mono in stereo out, so if you have this on mono channel, the ping pong won't obviously work. Then I have cleanish chorus, there's chorus, delay, reverb. Very ethereal. So these are my presets that comes with this plugin, and you know, obviously you can tweak them for your taste, but I think they're a good starting point, especially the both basic chunks, basic good old JCM 800. You know, tweak the distortion to your taste and the EQ, and this is, you know, I like 57 and ribbon mic and 57 and condenser mic. I have on my real caps, you know, here in my studio. I use a lot of those. All right, now let me show you the mix quickly so you get an idea. This is the mix. I'm gonna show you the plugins and what I did, what other things I did. So I added a little bit of C4 multiband compressor, but it didn't do much. It just, because I had the kind of the low mid compressor on the preset, but I felt like adding a bit more to this mix, because my mix was I'm boosting lows and highs and adding some vintage drive with the Fusion hardware. So, you know, I needed to shape it a bit more. Then I was sending a little bit to Dimension D chorus and to the drum reverb, which is this hardware reverb. This is just a plug-in controller. This Jegler's Raumzeit machine. Lead guitars, it was the same. The delay came from the plugin, and in clean guitars, I put it on this stereo bus, so only one instance, and all the delays and stuff came from that, except I played it in a little bit symphonic. It's IO, it's this one, it's a real Yamaha SPX90. Just added a little bit of that symphonic effect in there, so more chorus. I didn't EQ much of these guitars. Let's check out the rhythm guitars. I did some EQing, mainly boosted a bit more lows and highs and cut it some low mids and upper mids. That was it. Really basic stuff, or at least I do in the mix. Usually I always end up boosting certain frequencies and cutting certain out too, so that the guitars fit better in the mix. Conclusion: great plugin, especially the JSM 800. I really like it. The cabinets are great, really close to my Marshall cabinet with vintage speakers, which is in another room. So I think this is a oversized Mesa Boogie, and it, I use 57 and ribbon mic a lot. Sounds really close. I really like it. Clean was great, and the post EQ and everything was great. Obviously, the plugin is never going to be the same as the real thing. I mean, there's a reason why people still use these in studios and stuff. But these come really close, and usually what separates from the real thing from the plugin the most, I think, is the feel when you play and certain woof. But with this one, the feel was really close to real thing, and it sounds really good too. So yeah, strong recommendation. And like I said, it comes with my presets, so you can use them as maybe a starting point. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, take care. Bye.